Pastor Jerimiah sues very dark black man to court. I think it's quite interesting. Day by day, everyone, the consciousness of, when you speak against someone, you are being sued to court. With the enlightenment out there that of the cyber security law that you can sue anyone for defamation of character, is quite alarming and amazing, because now anybody can just sue anybody for anything's sake. Now, Pastor Jerimiah has filed a lawsuit against very dark black man based on his remarks of what he discovered on the internet, what the pastor said about a particular soul. Now, let's hear from him and then we'll come back and discuss more.
So, my mouth don't finally put me for problem. Pastor Jeremiah don't sue me. Mona see the amount, we'll laugh together first. The sum of 1 billion naira only as damages for false, injurious, malicious, and libelous publication by the defendant against the plaintiff, and also a restraining order that I cannot talk about him again. You understand? And I will still pay 1 billion naira for damages, and I can't talk about him again. Wow. I am so scared, guys. Where will I get money to pay 1 billion? Inside my one room, guys, look at what will I sell? My avatar, take a good look at the house. Will I sell my bed? Or my TV? Or my other shoes? Or my extension? Oh boy! I've got Nigeria done bad. You are selling products without NAFDAC approval. You came out to say you have a miracle soap where they cure people from suffering. Say me they buy the soap, you go cure their suffering. Do you understand? I say which ingredient you take, make her tell me how NAFDAC approve it. Now you don't sue me 1 billion, make I no talk again. There's no problem. Please, you and all your sons, I just want to pass this information. There is no way I will stop talking about you. We must meet in court. You see that court, we must go there. But while you people are coming to court, please come with a lot of strength, because you get healing when I'll do. I am coming with 800 deaf people, 700 blind people. You see that your healing water, you will heal them first. Now, I have 36 women that are looking for the fruit of the womb. That I must carry my twin water. You go give them that one. After 9 months, now we can't know that one. So this case go long. After 9 months, we can't see the children. I won't see twins for all those women body. Then I can't carry you go hospital. You can't heal everybody with it. That your healing water. As you say you get healing water, you get Promax, you shall get a lot of water, pull up the shadow water. These people go fly side of your pool. You go fair heal them first. After you don't fair heal them finish again, you go still come bring that NAFDAC number. Do you understand? It's not like that. Everybody, they wake up in the morning, they sell products. What are we? We don't turn animal town now. And this NAFDAC self, people like say when I know even they do na work. People like say when I know even really they do this on our work. Don't you people look at the internet? Don't people see these things? Don't you see these things? And the people that are buying it, I just don't know. I just don't know, to be honest. But I got no problem. You understand? You see this one starts now, Tomorrow said now I can start better work. I never even talk about you. I never talk about your miracle. Now only now that I talk. You understand? Mind you, if I don't get money, me too, I get my God. I'll collect the 1 billion. Father, give me 1 billion to settle Papa Jeremiah. Give me 1 billion.
My son, very dark man.
Yes, Papa.
You will buy one of the keys from him. And you will say the key is worth 1 billion. Yes, you get the money.
Oh Lord.
See, receive it. It will go into his account now.
I can see the money spiritually.
Receive.
It's in his account?
Receive it.
It's in his account.
Receive it.
Papa, check your account. My old God does say that. You're going to learn. You're going to learn, for real. And you will learn the hard way. VDM never lose. There's no way you are the... I am never the victim. You will always be the victim. That's just the truth. You come for me, you lose. I come for you, you lose. I ain't got... You're going to learn. Don't play, and you will learn the hard way.
I guess you've seen the video. Like, it's quite shocking to see the outrageous amount that was, slammed on him. 1 billion naira. It's amazing because now you can just sue anybody for just saying anything about you on the internet. And what are his claims? Like he rightly said, he's an advocate of whatever you sell, whatever you make public, you have to present a NAFDAC number. Because NAFDAC number is a registration for any product that is being sold in Nigeria. So it has to be certified by NAFDAC that whatever is supposed to be used for will be used for. So he raised an alarm, when the pastor said, these products will, when you use it, will wash away poverty, will wash away this and that, based on his remark. And he picked it up from there and he said, you have to prove it. Because if the NAFDAC number is not there, you have to prove the fact of what you have said that this product is supposed to be used for. Because the moment you are getting your NAFDAC verification, you have to tell them what this product is used for. So him claiming that, okay, if you say that this product is used or is to be used to cleanse poverty, to wash away poverty, to wash sourcing and all this stuff, then you have to prove it. So this was his claim, and he was attacked seriously for it. He's right to an extent, and he's wrong to an extent. So regardless of whatever transpired, regardless of the way he is most of the time aggressive while putting these things to their faces, he's someone that is fearless, he's not scared of anybody, he can talk to you anyhow he likes, but the truth still remains. Like he said, NAFDAC number needs to be presented, and whatever the product he has needs to be proved and proven that yes, it is what it is meant for. Because if we all could remember some time back, a website came out of the kind of product that was listed there. He said it in his video, so he's now saying NAFDAC, we have to prove, or rather, he has to prove that this particular product can deliver and do what he says he's doing. And if NAFDAC had verified the product, definitely they have to prove it that this product is for what it is meant to be. So if it is healing water, they have to provide the ingredients, what was used to prepare the water, and they have to test it to see if it is what it is meant for. So like he said, the battle line has just been done. We are watching and we are viewing. Let's see how the battle ends. Moving on. Senator Ali Udume has come out publicly to apologize, to the APC and also to the presidency, based on his remarks and his comments previously about how the presidency has been hijacked and no one is being allowed to, see the presidency. Now let's hear from him and then we'll be right back.
Yesterday, I was invited by the party, and here I am to discuss some family matters. Actually, the national chairman is not only a chairman to me, but a senior, a father, my relative. So with what has happened, which you are all aware, it is not surprising that I was invited to hear my own side. And we had family discussions. And actually, I've accepted the mistake of not talking to the party as the last point. And I promised the party that all my observations as a senior member of the family should have terminated or ended with the party. And that is something that moving forward. But whatever I said or whatever I did was out of patriotism. And those issues may be said strongly, but they are true. But then I should have talked to the party as the last bus stop.
So you've seen him apologizing, and previously he was so emphatic on what he said, and he said he owes no allegiance to anyone, rather to the people who elected him into office. Now it is quite shocking to see how the narrative have changed suddenly, because he said in his remark that he was not scared of anyone. And after saying what he said, he was sacked as APC caucus leader, known as the chief whip, for that particular remark. Now this begs to question the society we live in. Whoever speaks truth to power is two things: either you are cancelled or they negotiate with you for your silence. The first thing they did to him when he made that his first remark, he was first of all cancelled. His status was stripped from him, knowing fully well that the allegiance of every government is to the people. So he was stripped of his title as the chief whip and as the APC caucus leader. And thereafter he was called, to the negotiation table. After negotiation, now he's not yet publicly apologizing to the people that he claimed are negligent of whatever is going on. So which is why it is very difficult to see someone who is not compromised in the Nigerian setting, because whatever stand you decide to take in any issues arising or any matter arising, definitely it is either you are cancelled or you are called to the negotiation table, and if you cannot negotiate, you also be cancelled as well. So he was cancelled, gone back to the negotiation table. Now he's apologizing. We don't need his apology. Rather, he's supposed to stick to what he said, and whatever he said was actually the truth of the matter. Now, for those of us that have forgotten or that we're not aware of his previous remark, just watch the video to the end and then you get a clip of his previous remark and his stance.
But as I said, and I'm on TV, I speak straight. If
Indeed.
If there's anybody that will, say what I'm saying is not true, can come up tomorrow and talk to Charles. This government is going down, and that is because it's. Yesterday I did not say it is taken over or polluted by plutocrats. No. If it were plutocrats, it would be better. But this government, and you can quote me on that, is now run by kakistrocrats. And that's very, very dangerous.
Explain.
Kakistrocrats? I have it here. You can check the definition. It's a government run by worst, least qualified, and most unscrupulous citizens. I'm not the first one that says.
Right, because the reason you were quoted as saying by several different sources as saying that the government's been taken over by plutocrats. And I was going to ask you to clarify that, because plutocrats are wealthy people, who are running sort of a government.
No, this government is populated by kakistocrats and kleptocrats.
Right, okay, kleptocrats,
Yes.
people who are members of the kleptocracy,
Yeah.
who are basically dipping their hands into the till
to make
all the time.
government for what they can make for
Right,
themselves.
okay.
Unfortunately, that is not what the president personally, as I know him, as I said, is up to. He really meant this renewed agenda hope thing. But you can only do that when you have people around you that are on the same kind of thinking.
Right.
But this is not what is happening right now. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3 incidences where when the president realizes, he is not ashamed of taking decision to correct it. Even when it started with appointments and all that. And the same thing with policies. When they bring policies that the people are against, I give you an example recently with this cybercrime levy. When the president realized that you have not heard about it, he again equally suspended it. What I'm hoping now is that he will look in, look out and get, I don't believe, again I say, that he is in the real picture of what is happening out there. People are angry. You can't imagine the number of calls I received today, including yourself.
I called you very early in the morning.
Yeah, but what were you saying? Hey, you are yourself again, because you say it as it is and you come. Look, somebody has to do this. I'm 64 years old. I thank God for everything. And I think what is left to me as a politician or expected of me is to speak out the truth to whoever he is.
Well, that's one of the reasons you were elected into office by people. I mean, the idea is that you're supposed to represent them truthfully.
Yeah, and that's what
so
I'm trying to do.
So you speak truth to power.
Now we have a big challenge, and that is the threat of hunger and food scarcity. It is not only that the prices or inflation has gone up to 40%, but it has gotten in some places where you will not, with your money, you won't find the food or the items you want to buy. That is very, very dangerous, and Nigeria has never been included in the countries that face severe food crisis or food insecurity. But this time around, check the figures. Recently, published by UN, World Food Program, Action Against Hunger, CADE Harmonize, they rank Nigeria as one of the hotspots. And for people like me, I have to be scared. As I told you, I'm 64 years old with 10 children and 20 grandchildren. I don't have passport or visa to anywhere. I don't have, you have more than one passport, I know. But
what do you mean I have more than one?
I know you
We're
stay
not talking
in London,
about me, we're talking about you.
You stay in Nigeria, you stay in London, and you can go to London tomorrow morning. I cannot do that because I don't have visa to anywhere.
Yeah, but I'm sure you wouldn't have too much of a challenge getting a visa.
No, you have
You're
you have to apply. No.
But let's focus.
So
yeah.
this is a very serious and scary situation, and most importantly, why I'm so scared is if those in power do not allow the president to know the magnitude or get informed about it so that they do something, then you get worried. It's like now.
Moving on. Nigeria Army shoots a 16-year-old boy. Now, according to them, they made mention of the fact that, in a bid to quell the protesters who were throwing, objects at them, including stones and all that, a warning shot was fired. And then, unluckily for this young man, he was gunned down.
The Nigerian Army has confirmed the killing of a teenager in Zaria, Kaduna State, in an attempt by hoodlums aiming to attack troops enforcing the curfew imposed by the state government. In a statement by Director Army Public Relations, Major General Onyema Nwachukwu, troops received a distress call on Tuesday that some hoodlums gathered in Samaru in large number, burning tires on the road and pelting stones on security personnel. The troops immediately mobilized and arrived at the scene to disperse the mob, but some hoodlums attempted to attack the soldiers. According to Major General Nwachukwu, this prompted a soldier to fire a warning shot, which led to the death of a 16-year-old boy. He also mentioned that the soldier involved has been arrested and is currently undergoing interrogation. The statement also says the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, has sent a high-powered delegation to visit and condole with the family of the deceased.
And this is what we have been saying. Conflict resolution, crisis management. This is one thing, the Nigeria state is supposed to be conscious of, especially the security servicemen. This protest has not degenerated enough to call for the intervention of the military. This crisis has not degenerated enough, to call for the intervention of the military to intervene in the crisis. It is only in the Nigerian setting whereby an issue happens or a protest, and then you see the military, making statements, press briefings, and all of that. Because the purpose of the military has been intertwined with the job of the police, who are supposed to maintain internal security. Now it has been intertwined with the military. That is why you see when this protest was announced, you see the military giving statement, they will not take this, they will not. That has never been their job. That has never been their job. So now in a bid to call this, they call them hoodlums or miscreants and all of that, burning tire, expressing their grievances and all of that, still yet, they were unseen. And why would they go unseen, with live ammunition? That is what we've been saying from time to time. Protest has been on in so many locations, in so many countries and all of that. But regardless of records of deaths, but you barely see military interference. The military is supposed to protect the territorial integrity of every country, not internal affairs. See the crisis going on in the UK. You see the police on ground. You cannot see any military officers, trying to call protesters to stop protesting, because that is the job of the police force, not the job of the military. The military in Nigeria has been so much entangled in internal affairs. That is why you see the respect of the Nigerian military is going down by the day. They are so much involved in internal affairs, which is not supposed to be so. They're supposed to mind their business on territorial, sovereignty rather than internal affairs. So may the soul of this young man rest in peace. And I urge, the military to proceed with caution. We have the blank bullets, we have the, the batting and all of. There are so many ways to deal with protesters, both hoodlums and rioters, without using live ammunition, knowing the fact that just a shot can be fatal. So they should learn from developed nations on how to be strategic in managing protesters who are unarmed, expressing their grievances in the society. Each government that comes into power, now the agendas that they come in with, most of the time when they leave power, they don't even meet up to expectation. And sometimes you want to question, why is it always so that our political office holders, when they are campaigning, they make series of promises they are not able to keep up with? In a few months from now, elections will be coming up, and campaign would still start, very soon across the regions where elections will hold. Now, let me bring to your notice the things that they will campaign with that have been on board since 1999 when Nigeria switched over to democracy. These are some of the popular campaign slogans they always use. I will build roads, I will build schools, I will create jobs, I will build hospitals, I will put street lights across everywhere. Now, these are some of the popular campaign promises we always get when election is at hand. And year after year, you discover that even these things they keep promising and promising is still not being fulfilled. And this begs the question, why is it so? Why is it so? Our political office holders, when they get into power, or our politicians rather, when they get into power, the first thing they do is to first of all sort out, whatever they've done to get into office. And the moment they are done with that, whatever is left, they start to do, patch and join, cut and sew, patch and join and all this stuff. At the end of the tenure, when they are coming in again, election is every 4 years. After the first 4th year, they still keep making the promises. I will continue to build roads, I will build schools, I will create jobs, hospitals and all that. But the moment they get in again, the story still continues. I will build roads, still yet the roads are bad after 25 years. I will build schools, still yet the schools are bad after 25 years of democracy. I will create job. Where are the jobs being created? I will build hospitals. I will make it world class. Still yet, the hospitals have no beds. Even when they have beds, they have no equipment. Sometimes the hospital comes empty. These are our politicians. This is what they do every 4 years. So for those of you that are preparing for the upcoming elections, put this at the back of your mind that you should not be cajoled, by these promises that have failed over time. In other climes, they don't campaign with the slogan of I will build roads, I will build schools, I will build hospitals and all that. Because why? They have strong institutions that maintains, these parastatals, so that when successive government comes in, they start working on something else. But in Nigeria democracy for the past 25 years, the only thing they campaign with, I will build roads, I will build schools, I will create jobs, I will build hospitals. And after the 4th year, after the 8th year, we still keep wondering, where are the schools? Where are the roads? In fact, where are the jobs? Have you sat down to ask yourself why do they keep making the same promise over and over again, yet nothing changes? That is who they are. Money can never change a man, rather it only amplifies whoever they are. Power can never change a man, it only amplifies who they are. So be wise who you elect into power, because whatever they wear, it only increases when they get into power.